The Indiana Fever avenged their July loss to the Dallas Wings, beating them on their home court 193 for their 17th win of the season. The electric atmosphere at Dallas's home was palpable as the crowd went wild, showering Caitlin Clark and the Fever. With insane and crazy cheers, Clark, the Fever star guard, was the catalyst for the team's success, drawing raucous applause from the crowd with every shot she took. Her incredible performance had the fans on the edge of their seats, fueling the team's momentum and propelling them to victory. The Fever are now 17-16 and stand at 6th in the WNBA standings, firmly in the playoff hunt. They've now won 4 games in a row, which is their longest winning streak since 2015, and are 6-1 post-Olympic break, which is the best record in the league in that span. After a competitive first half, the Wings opened up a 9-point lead in the third quarter, but the Fever offered a quick response. Kelsey Mitchell and Clark, who have been playing at an exception level lately, scored the next 14 points for the Fever to make it a 4-point game heading into the fourth. From there, it was all Fever. Again, Mitchell and Clark led the way as the Fever outscored the Wings 30-19 in the final frame to pull away down the stretch. The Fever's all-star backcourt combined for 64 points, 10 rebounds, and 15 assists in yet another impressive win for this young team. This game had all the makings of a classic, but what exactly happened on the court? And how did the Fever manage to turn the tie? Let's dive deep into this thrilling matchup. As the game tipped off, Kelsey Mitchell wasted no time, sinking a 2-pointer right off a pinpoint pass from Nalissa Smith. But Dallas was quick to respond. Arike immediately answered back with a 3-pointer, setting the tone for the Wings. Fueled by that momentum, Sabally followed up with another 3 for Dallas. But the Fever weren't backing down. Kelsey Mitchell, with an absolute gem of a behind-the-back pass, set up Nalissa Smith for a smooth 2-pointer. Mitchell then came through with a 2-pointer of her own, pushing Indiana into a slim 2-point lead. Nalissa Smith, maintaining her hot streak, nailed another 2. Yet Dallas wasn't letting up. After drawing a foul, they converted one of the free throws, with Natasha Howard grabbing the rebound and sinking the second for 2 points. Arike drained yet another 3 for the Wings, putting them ahead by 2. Arike was on fire, and the crowd erupted when she nailed another 3-pointer, extending Dallas's lead to 5. Kelsey Mitchell was fouled and calmly sank both free throws, slicing the lead down to 3. Mitchell wasn't done yet. She cut it down to 1 with another quick 2-pointer. But Arike, cool as ever, drained her 4th 3-pointer of the quarter. Caitlin Clark, after missing a couple of free throws, finally found her rhythm, hitting a 3-pointer. She followed it up with a 2-pointer, but Arike answered right back with her 5th 3-pointer, leaving the crowd in awe. With just 1 minute left, Dallas held a narrow 2-point lead. Sabally drew a foul and coolly knocked down both free throws, securing a 4-point cushion for the Wings. The first quarter ended with Dallas on top, holding a 4-point lead in what was already shaping up to be a thrilling game. As the second quarter kicked off, Damaris Donis was fouled and calmly sank both free throws. J.C. Sheldon then drained a 2-pointer off a well-placed pass, but Kelsey Mitchell responded instantly with a 2 of her own. Not stopping there, Kelsey capitalized on a rebound pass from Lexi Hull, nailing a 3-pointer to keep the pressure on. After a timeout, Arike Ogunbowale came out running and dropped in a smooth 2-pointer. Natasha Howard then extended Dallas's lead with a strong 2-pointer of her own, but Caitlin Clark, coming back into the game, delivered a pinpoint pass to Nalissa Smith, who wasted no time draining another 2-pointer. With Dallas clinging to a 1-point lead, Kalani Brown was fouled, managing to sink one of her free throws to push the lead to 2 points. Lexi Hull finally got on the scoreboard with a pull-up jumper, tying the game at 30 points apiece. Kelsey Mitchell then made a swift move, draining another 2-pointer to reclaim the lead for Indiana. Satou Sabally earned a trip to the line, coolly knocking down both free throws to tie the game once again. McCowan, seemingly out of nowhere, scored a crucial 2-pointer to put Dallas back in front, and Arike quickly followed up with another 2, extending the Wings' lead. But Lexi Hull wasn't having it. She responded instantly with a 2-pointer off an offensive rebound. Caitlin Clark came off the bench and immediately drained a beautiful three-pointer, igniting the crowd. Nalisa Smith then put Indiana back in the lead with a quick two-pointer off another pinpoint pass from Clark, who followed up by draining a two-pointer of her own, as Aliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark each added two more to give the Fever a three-point lead. With the clock winding down, McCown received a perfect pass from Howard, cutting the lead down to just 1 point. But as the quarter came to a close, Arike received a long pass and calmly sank a two-pointer, securing the lead for Dallas heading into halftime. The third quarter promised to be even more intense, with the Dallas Wings proving to be a formidable challenge for the Indiana Fever. It was impossible to imagine how it would unfold. At the start of the third quarter, Nalisa Smith delivered a brilliant pass to Aliyah Boston, who, despite the opportunity, missed the basket. However, Satou Sabally seized her chance, sinking a three-pointer with precision. At this juncture, the Dallas Wings were significantly outperforming the Indiana Fever. Kelsey Mitchell, continuing her stellar form, nailed a three-pointer, providing Indiana with a glimmer of hope. Nalisa Smith further fueled the momentum with a two-pointer of her own. Sabally responded with back-to-back three-pointers, shattering Indiana's confidence. Yet Nalisa Smith remained resilient, scoring another two-pointer. Arike Ogunbowale, renowned for her three-point accuracy, responded with her seventh three-pointer of the night, pushing the Dallas lead to 6 points. Caitlin Clark then made a clutch move, sinking a three-pointer to answer the Dallas Wings' surge. Natasha Howard countered with a layup, adding 2 points for her team. After Caitlin Clark had the ball stolen, she sprinted to foul J.C. Faison, granting her free throws. Natasha Howard then showcased one of the game's standout plays, executing a stunning shot after a clever fake. The Dallas Wings now held a 9-point lead over the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark drew a foul from Howard and converted both free throws. She then delivered a precise long pass to Kelsey Mitchell, who immediately scored a two-pointer. Arike remained undeterred, hitting her 8th three-pointer of the game, setting a new personal record. Kelsey Mitchell quickly responded with a three-pointer, and Arike fouled her, allowing Mitchell to sink both free throws. Caitlin Clark, after receiving a perfect pass from Boston, scored a two-pointer, narrowing the lead to just 1 point. With only 30 seconds remaining, Clark floated a shot to score, but Kalani Brown answered with a two-pointer from near the baseline. At the buzzer, Temi Fagbeni added a two-pointer, trimming the lead to 4 points. The third quarter concluded with the score at 70-74, favoring the Dallas Wings. Fans were bracing for an electrifying final quarter. The final quarter began, marking Indiana Fever's last chance to secure the victory. Caitlin Clark delivered a precise pass to Aliyah Boston, who faked the shot and sank a two-pointer. The atmosphere was electric as Caitlin passed again to Boston, who drained another shot and converted an N1 opportunity. Sabally then scored a two-pointer, bringing Dallas to 78 points, but Damiris Dantas responded with a three-pointer, tying the game. Caitlin Clark stepped up with a crucial three-pointer, regaining the lead for Indiana. Natasha Howard answered with a two-pointer, momentarily stealing the lead back for Dallas. Clark was on fire, hitting another three-pointer and sending the crowd into a frenzy. Kelsey Mitchell joined the three-point barrage with a stunning shot. Arike matched her own record with her 9th three-pointer, equaling the total number of three-pointers made by the entire Indiana squad. J.C. Faison then nailed a jumper from the free throw line, but Dantas quickly matched with a two-pointer, tying the game once again. With just 3 minutes remaining, Kelsey Mitchell drove for a layup, pushing Indiana to the 90-point mark. J.C. Faison defended Clark aggressively, making it difficult for her to score. With only 2 minutes left, Kelsey Mitchell made a clutch three-pointer, giving Indiana a 4-point lead. Lexi Hull had a chance to secure a three-pointer, but it bounced off the rim. After being fouled, she made both free throws, but Sabally responded with a two-pointer instantly. Indiana held a 6-point lead. Kelsey Mitchell then sank a free throw, and the Indiana Fever secured the win with a final score of 100-93. It was a thrilling match, exciting until the very last second. It took some time for Kelsey Mitchell and #1 overall pick Caitlin Clark to figure out how to play with one another, and now that they have, the rest of the league is in trouble. The dynamic duo has been running riot since the season restarted after the Olympics, and dominated once again on Sunday. Mitchell had a season-high 36 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists on 12 of 22 from the field for her 7th consecutive 20-point game, which is a Fever franchise record. Clark, meanwhile, went for 28 points, 4 rebounds, and 12 assists on 10 of 19 shooting for her 6th 20-point, 10-assist game, which is the single-season record. Together, the duo became just the 3rd pair of teammates ever to record at least 25 points and 5 three-pointers in the same game. This has been a record-setting season across the league, and wing star Arike Ogunbowale got into the mix on Sunday. She made 5 three-pointers in the first quarter and finished 9 of 16 from downtown en route to 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists.